Donald Trump's controversial Big Beautiful Bill has officially passed the House of Representatives and is now headed to the Senate, setting the stage for one of the most transformative and debated legislative battles in recent U.S. history. Originally crafted as part of Trump's 2024 re-election campaign platform, the bill is a sweeping 100-page overhaul targeting America's immigration system, healthcare, education, tax policy, and national defense. Among its most striking features is the introduction of a $1,000 application fee for asylum seekers, marking the first time in modern American history that people fleeing war, political oppression, or violence must pay to request protection in the U.S., with an added $100 annual fee until their case is resolved. Immigration lawyers argue this will discourage legitimate claims and push vulnerable individuals toward dangerous, unregulated alternatives. Work permits under humanitarian programs would now expire every 6 months, down from the usual 1 or 2 years, requiring immigrants to reapply twice a year at a non-waivable cost of $550, regardless of income. This change is likely to create chaos for immigrant families, risking job loss and legal status lapses due to processing delays. The bill also proposes an enormous expansion of immigration enforcement. 10,000 new IC agents, 5,000 customs officers, 3,000 Border Patrol agents, and 100,000 new detention beds will be funded, while officers will be evaluated based on their arrest numbers, a move critics say encourages racial profiling and unjust detentions. An additional $46.5 billion is earmarked to expand Trump's border wall, further militarizing the U.S.-Mexico boundary. For those caught violating immigration law, the bill mandates automatic $5,000 fines for unlawful entry or missing court dates, placing a devastating financial burden on asylum seekers and low-income immigrants already struggling with legal costs and transportation issues. Another alarming provision is the expansion of expedited removal powers nationwide. Undocumented individuals in the U.S. for less than 2 years could now be deported without trial, judge, or hearing, raising deep constitutional concerns about due process and civil rights. On a different note, the bill introduces a surprising wealth-building initiative, a $1,000 federal baby bond, for every U.S.-born child between 2024 and 2028, with parents allowed to contribute up to $5,000 per year, aimed at supporting education or home ownership by adulthood. However, many critics view this as a political distraction from the bill's harsher policies. In healthcare, the bill would cut off Medicaid for undocumented immigrants, enforce strict work requirements, and eliminate federal funding for gender-affirming care for minors, changes that healthcare experts say could devastate millions of low-income families, trans youth, and mixed-status households, while burdening hospitals in underserved areas. The legislation also seeks to permanently extend Trump's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, preserving benefits for seniors and service workers, while slapping a 21% tax on large university endowments, a move widely seen as targeting elite institutions that often challenge conservative agendas. Defense spending gets a historic boost, with $150 billion allocated for national security, including $25 billion to build the new Golden Dome missile defense system, $34 billion for naval expansion, and $9 billion for military housing, troop pay increases, and improved mental health services for service members. Lastly, the bill reshapes the federal student loan system by slashing repayment options to just 2 plans and eliminating the popular public service loan forgiveness program. Protections for students defrauded by for-profit colleges are also removed, potentially trapping millions in long-term debt cycles and giving private lenders greater control. The bill is now under Senate review, where it faces not only Democratic resistance, but also concerns from moderate Republicans over its more extreme measures, particularly in immigration and health care. If it passes and reaches Trump's desk, the bill could become law as early as January 2026, radically redefining the landscape of American policy for the next decade. Whether you support or oppose it, there's no question that the Big Beautiful Bill represents a pivotal turning point in U.S. political history, with consequences that will be felt by workers, families, immigrants, students, and businesses across the country.